Hey guys, real quick, let me go over a couple things that a few of you are struggling with. So I thought it'd just be easier to do this in a video format. So let's talk about, first let's talk about lists again. We went over this today in class, but lists, okay, say I have a list of names, and we got Bob, and Larry, and Joe. So we got this list of names, right? If I wanted to access something in that position, like say I wanted to access the first item, I would just simply put names bracket 0 bracket, and that's how I'm accessing whatever is the value that's in that first position, that is position 0, which in our case happens to be Bob. So if I printed this and I ran it, you'd see that I get Bob. If I change this to a 1 and I run it, then I get Larry, and so forth, right? And like we talked about today in class, if you do a -1, you're going to get whatever's in the end, the last item in the list. So we got Joe. So once you realize that that is how you access those things, so like right here, I'm accessing whatever's in the first position of names. I can print it, I can assign it to a variable. There's lots of things I can do. I can do anything I want with it in this moment. If I did this, name equals, now name is going to equal whatever is names sub-0. If I did something like this, and I said sub-0 equals Chevy, whatever, then now that's going to change it because we're using a single equal operator. We're assigning Chevy into names sub-0. So if I were to print names after doing that, you'll see that my names list has Chevy as the first item because I changed it. Okay, so that's using the brackets and an integer to find something inside of a list at a position, right? Okay, so now let's talk about a for loop. Sometimes, in fact, let's go back. Sometimes you'll have a list and you'll want to loop through them and change them. Let's change them all to Chevy. Well, I could do this, right? I could say num sub-0 equals Chevy. And I could copy that, and I could paste it, and I could just change this number to a 1 and a 2, and then I could print names afterwards, and you'll see that all of them have been changed to Chevy. But that's a dumb, lazy way of doing it. Let's not do it that way. Let's use a for loop. So I can say for I in range of the length of names. Okay? So now I is going to be all of the indices needed inside of names. Because names has a length of 3, I'm going to have I that is 0, 1, and 2. So if I just say names sub I equals Chevy, now I'm doing all the things I just did before, and I'm doing it in 2 lines of code instead of 3, plus, and even better, no matter how long names is, okay, let's print it to make sure it worked, okay, change them all to Chevy, but it doesn't matter how long names was, let's say names was super long, now it doesn't matter how long names is, it's going to change them all to Chevy no matter how long names is, because this is going to, instead of I being 0, 1, and 2, now I is going to go the length of names, which is now, I don't know what that is, 9 or 10 or 11 or something. And so it'll have all of those indices. Okay? So there's an example of how to change all of those items to Chevy. Now, what if instead of changing that to Chevy, I wanted to change it all to whatever was in the first position of names? Well, I simply do all those same things. I just say, instead of Chevy, I say whatever's in the first position of names, assign it to every position inside of names. So now if I hit play and I run, you'll see that they all got changed to Bob. Okay? Hopefully that'll clear some confusion up with some of you guys and help you to do drills 3.